What are you looking for tonight?
This is the biggest downgrade in guests you've ever had. From Kevin Costner in this chair to me. Amy Klobuchar really found her voice in this ninth inning coming into New Hampshire. She was on my show last night. I think everyone saw it in the debate Friday night. She was a different debater Friday night than she had been in the past. She was good in the past. Friday night she was great. And so, and New Hampshire connected with it. We saw a real movement in the polls for her. So Amy Klobuchar's the interesting action is going to be in the Biden, Klobuchar, Senator Warren category. It's pretty clear that the top two, Pete Buttigieg and Bernie Sanders, are pretty settled. But who's going to be third? Is there going to be a solid third? Are they going to be all tied at third? What's going to happen in there? That's going to decide the future of those candidacies.
If Bernie Sanders, though, doesn't run away with it, isn't this,
well,
I mean, he hasn't even...
Look, he can't run away with it. Look, last time, 4 years ago, sitting right here, Bernie Sanders won 60% of the vote. We were sitting here and it came in at 60%. He's going to get half that if he's lucky tonight. And by the way, when he won 60% of the vote last year in New Hampshire, that was not enough of a launching pad to actually win the nomination. So the story of the Sanders campaign so far this year is how much ground he's lost from 4 years ago. He's lost half of his support in New Hampshire. He's lost half of his support nationwide. He ran at 49% against Hillary Clinton nationwide last time. He's running about 25% nationwide. So all that support has gone to other people. And so it is very difficult right now to see what the route is to winning the nomination through the primaries at this point for any candidate. That route has not yet emerged. It could easily emerge. But as of now, it's not there.
Are you seeing Mayor Bloomberg's lane as he's out there?
We have to wait till he's actually really in a contest. I mean, the Dixville Notch thing last night was really weird. The guy who's not running in New Hampshire wins Dixville Notch, where they had 5 votes. He gets, 2.
A guy who hasn't been vetted, who we haven't seen on the debate stage.
But boy, he's really showing you the power of TV advertising, which had become questionable in the age of the internet and internet advertising, and now we know it still has the power.
Well, he's not just TV advertising.
So far, he's just TV advertising. That's
social media.
Yeah, but the TV advertising is overwhelming.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.